want some? Who's next? Huh? How about it? Who wants some?
I am the devil, and I am here to do the devil's work.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Well, hello, and welcome back to the very best place that you could be right now, the VHS Doom podcast and rental store. I'm your humble host, Dylan Crutcher, and we're so glad that you're joining us once again for another dive into the shelves of madness. We hope you guys really enjoyed one of my personal favorite episodes to date last week, our
best episode.
Our interview with Buddy Cooper, director of The Mutilator and The Mutilator 2. If you haven't checked out that episode yet, head back, give it a listen today, right now. I'll wait. Okay, cool. Thanks. Welcome back. As always, this week, I am joined by my ever nefarious, dastardly, can-cracking, and always awesome co-host, Mikey Mutant. What's up, buddy?
What's up?
Yo.
Yep.
The usual. Yeah, chilling like a villain. Wonderful. Oh, son of a bitch. You started early, bro. Fuck. I guess you are can-cracking, true to your name. Yes. So, without any further ado, guess what, everybody? We have a fucking Patreon. Go join it. God damn it. I'm just going to start this begging early. We have new perks. We have new tiers. And if you're watching on YouTube, I don't know if you can see this, but my camera's covered. New factory sealed copy of Stephen King's It double VHS edition. I know you want that possibly. When you sign up for our Patreon at certain levels, after a couple months, you can get a free, not free, but a complimentary VHS shipped to your door. Also, you can get a shirt. You can get all kinds of cool shit. So go join that, please. That would be awesome. We appreciate it. Wherever you're listening, please please help us out. Like the show, give us a little star rating. It really goes a long way to help supporting us and getting us out in front of more people. We would really appreciate that. If you haven't already, check out our merch store. If you're in the market for a new Grindhouse-inspired shirt, you can head over to vhsdoom.com or dorktees, dorkteez.com, and check out our partner designs there. All of those proceeds go to supporting the show. I feel like I'm really running through this quick today, but that's okay. You don't want to hear too much of that all the time, right? We do want you on the show. If you're a producer, you're a director, or you're an actor promoting a project, if you want to collab, if you're a podcast and you guys want to do an episode together, I don't know, might be cool, maybe, I don't know. We want to talk to you, so reach out to us. You can shoot us an email, vhsdoom@gmail.com, if you guys want to, do something. Let us know. And I think that's that. Mikey, I'm really just itching to talk to you, buddy, so I ran through that quick. How have you been, dude?
I've been good. Just doing a lot of the stay-at-home dad stuff and preparing for the baby again,
Nice. How's it going setting the room up?
We haven't done it just yet. It's just mostly just acquiring the things.
Yeah, that is the thing. My wife is in nesting mode, so we're real close. Like June 7th. That's like the due date. So
yeah, ours is August 30th.
Yeah. That's awesome. I feel like it's like furniture acquisition time right now. So my wife picked up. We got a new bassinet, we got a new chair, we got a new everything. So that's where we're at right now. It's wild, man.
Yeah, once I get the because we're gonna be turning the guest room into a Sam's room, and then then the baby's gonna be in his room because it's smaller. So I'm gonna bring all my movies into this room, and I'm just waiting on the shelves for my mother-in-law.
Nice. I can't wait to finally see your collection displayed. That would be amazing.
I'm going to be putting it right where that wall is.
Nice. And where's that? Oh, sorry.
What?
Go ahead. I was going to say, where's that signed Buddy Cooper poster going to go? Where are you putting that up?
I'm thinking of behind me on the wall, right there.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah, so big thanks to Buddy Cooper. Like I said last week, that episode, it was maybe one of the most fun episodes we've had to date. It was a good time. But Buddy was so nice. For Mikey's birthday, he sent a signed poster straight to Mikey's house. So good shit, man. Thank you, Buddy. We appreciate you, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah, for sure. So, dude, what you watched this week? What you been
I
up
actually
to?
watched a bunch of stuff for once.
Yeah? Okay.
Well, not for once, but like just the last few weeks I haven't really been with. This week I did. I watched Lost Boys, 1987, classic. I don't really have to say much about that one.
Nice.
Monster Squad, which I hope we'll cover one day. Sleepaway Camp 3, not so good as the first two, but I still like it. And then one that you watched too, what you were telling me about, Elder Gods from director David Roberts.
Yes, yeah, Older Gods, for sure. Yeah, that was really cool, man. Yeah, that's actually, unfortunately, the fucking only thing besides, no, I'll say that's the only thing I've watched this week. Yeah, it was good. So Wagyu Films is the group that put out Older Gods, which is by David Roberts, and they reached out to us on Instagram about possibly covering that movie on the show, and they sent us the screener, and shit, it was really good, man. It's like a real dive,
really good
into
Lovecraftian horror movie.
Yeah, Lovecraftian shit. It was a ride.
Grief, yeah.
For an indie film, I was really impressed. I liked a lot of the effects that they had in there. Dude,
especially, I wonder what their budget was.
I don't know, but I'm actually trying to work out getting them on the show, or getting David on the show, somebody on the show, and to talk about it.
That'd be really cool.
I thought that might be a little more fun. I mean, we can do it just to dive into the episode at some point, but yeah, that would be fun. Really had a lot of fun watching that one, but that was really it. Other than that, bro, it's just fucking work, man. You know, what's new? But shit. Cool. All right. Well, I think one of the coolest things that we can talk about right now is checking back in the movies that we sent you guys with last week, which was a curated list by the man, Buddy Cooper. So we hope
it's a really good list, too.
Yeah, he put together a solid list, and he threw in an extra. You know, like, fuck, what a good time. So
I'm really surprised about one of the titles he threw in there, American Mary.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. I wasn't expecting that. So, and then Follow Her, I guess. So Sylvia Kaminer, I think that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, I still haven't seen that one. I didn't even know that movie.
Yeah, I hadn't heard of it either, but it looks good. I looked up was looking it up a bit. And I guess she was kind of helping him figure out, festivals and getting his movie out there a bit more. So that was kind of cool. But yeah, so let's get you guys checked in. So the first thing that he sent you home with was Alien by Ridley Scott. What a classic. Oh, perfect. Thank you, Mikey.
Say if not my favorite, I'd say it's like in my top 10.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Yeah, for sure. I would agree on that one. That one looks okay. Looks rewound, I guess. Maybe nothing crazy there. Let's
a little bit of xenomorph blood on there, but it's okay.
Yeah, what's new? War of the Worlds from 1953 by Gene Barry. Please hand me that. Thank you. We don't trust Mike around here. We don't hand him tapes.
Hey, I get attacked. That's not my fault.
I don't know. Maybe you orchestrated. I don't know, buddy. Okay, next.
my own deaths.
I don't put anything past you, Mikey. Your name this week is Mikey, not Ekim. Okay, all right, Ekim, 210, whatever. Get the fuck out of my face.
You don't know that.
All right, Young Frankenstein by Mel Brooks, starring the ever awesome Gene Wilder. Thank you.
He did 2 Gene Wilder movies.
He did. He must. Yeah, I was thinking he must be a fan there. Okay, next we have American Mary from the Soska sisters. Soska. Thank you. That is, I haven't watched that film, but that's
it's a really good body horror movie.
Is it like a body horror? Yeah, I was kind of wondering, like almost revenge. Is it a revenge story? I don't know. I was just kind of looking over it. Okay, next we have Follow Her from Sylvia Kaminer. Thank you. Perfecto. And lastly, for the kids and the family, he sent another Gene Wilder, Willy Wonka by Mel Stewart, which is really just a great intro to horror for all the little kiddies. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Oh shit, I double scanned that. Fuck. Can I get a void? You got your card?
All right, wait. I gotta get you for that one.
Fuck you. God damn it. You. All right.
You come here.
God, son of a bitch.
What do you need?
Can I get a void, please?
Oh, I didn't bring my card today.
What the fuck are you even here for? Okay, all right, Mikey, put him in the closet. Okay.
Don't do that. No.
Fucking shit.
All right, he's gone.
What a piece of shit that guy is.
He's useless, honestly.
He just scares everybody away, man. Anyway, all right. So, Mikey, how did the tapes look this week, dude? Is everything good? Everything rewound?
Honestly, aside from that alien tape that has like some bite marks and some acid on it, it's fine.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Only one tape is.
Oh, yeah. That's it. Oh, shit. Okay. Well, what the fuck is that? Oh, that's the new doorbell.
Yo!
That's snorted, yeah.
Shit.
Oh, man. I've been waiting to come here.
Who the fuck are these jokers?
Dude,
it's
been a minute.
Holy shit. Oh, shit. That's Matt. You remember Matt? Yo, what's up, Matt? Hey. Fuck.
What's going on, y'all?
Yo, welcome in, Matt. Matt was here. If you guys don't remember, Matt was here for our round table on Basket Case. What a good fucking time. Looks like he brought the crew with him. That's cool.
Mutant City Horror in the house.
That's what's up.
Yeah. You guys, you looking for a rental? Just looking for something to watch?
Well, yeah, man. I mean, you guys got like the dopest store. We got to pause real quick because Matt, you're on mute, dude. We can't hear anything you're saying.
Oh, shit. Fuck. Thanks. Matt's on mute.
Whoops, my bad. Hey, Dylan, Mikey, what's up?
Yeah,
sorry,
Matt's
guys.
back.
I got stuck
what's up,
behind
buddy?
there and shit.
Welcome back.
I was at the crosswalk, and these guys just took off and came in before me. So, I had to wait for that crosswalk.
Yeah.
I just wanted to see all this stuff here.
It's the Crossroads crosswalk, and it's that leads you into the voidosphere. So I get it. It's a little weird. Yeah,
weird.
yeah.
I gotta check out your horror section there, bud.
Yeah.
Horror section.
Hey, man, that's pretty much the whole store. So yeah, check it out. See what you find,
Dude,
Surveillance, Bill Pullman.
There's like one Western.
yeah, they got to do
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh shit.
Is that? There's some sleepaway camp. We got some Dead Girl. You guys seen Dead Girl?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that sounds pretty good.
Good one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey, you know what, Dylan? I came here for some violence on video. You think you can help me out with that? I like violence and I like videos. You think you can find something?
Well, you know what's funny, man? I have this little tape right here. We keep behind the counter. It's called video violence. I think that fits.
Oh my gosh,
dude! I fucking love that movie.
Yeah,
like
We have that in stock.
Oh fuck
Only
yeah!
Matt.
We keep this one in a special spot where we don't let customers take it out because I don't want them to fuck it up. Yeah.
understandable.
I would imagine
to
if
do
you
that.
rent it out, you got to like check it when it comes back in to make sure it's got a label and it's actually your tape, right? Because
Yeah. Well, a lot of times it's just beans. So, yeah.
this is a box of beans.
I was thinking it was an
Are we
old.
talking? Are we talking chili or jumping?
Well, I don't. It
Never
could.
mind.
It's whatever.
British variety.
It's
Right.
whatever
On
the British, whatever the British people are into. Yeah, and then I don't know, a little hair here and there, a tooth. It happens. So, welcome to VHS Doom, motherfuckers.
Hell yeah!
Yes.
What's up?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Dun, dun,
We
dun,
are
dun,
so-
we
dun.
have returned,
That's
returned.
right. Yeah.
and in greater numbers.
Some of us are just here for the first time.
Right.
Somebody
yeah.
poured water on us. We started multiplying and shit.
Gremlin style.
Fucking Gremlin style. Let's go. Yeah. So not only do we have Matt back in the store, so if you guys haven't listened in to our basket case episode, which you probably have because it's our most popular fucking episode to date, basket case was an awesome time. And now we not only have Matt in the store, but we also have Paul. Welcome, sir. Hello.
Paula.
And we have Alan, the
What's
man,
up?
the new guy, but the awesome guy in the store. So glad to have you guys here.
Thank you.
Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. If you guys want to do a little violence on video, why don't we head to the back of the store? We can do get set up in our little on our little round table, and we can discuss the film. You guys want to do that?
Yeah,
fire it up.
absolutely. I had to ask you real fast. Is that an official cardboard cutout of Debbie Does Dallas you got back there in the corner?
I mean, I like to party.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's you don't want to go that way because Pamela guards the back of the store.
She sure does.
And you gotta have a certain level of membership. Maybe come here a few more times, get close with her. But if you make your way too far that way, she may try to murder you. So just be careful. Yeah. All right. Cool. Well, shit, guys. Yeah, we can head to the back of the store. We can get going on a little round table. We're gonna head through the back door here.
Am I frozen?
No.
Nope.
Am I?
Nope.
No.
All right. Cool. Because I got
I'm hearing double of everybody.
I got that shitter net. Why do I have a bubble by my head? I
The
feel like I
shitter
just
net.
be doing stuff sometimes. Yeah, I got that shitter net for real. But yes, so we'll. Oh shit! Who dropped off?
Mikey.
God damn it, Mikey!
Mikey.
Son of a bitch!
When we
Dude,
thought we got it all.
And I saw he was drinking, so like I brought my stuff to drink with him. You know what I mean? Because I was gonna ask.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I wasn't gonna ask. I was just gonna get drunk in your back room, but
Oh,
I wanted to get drunk with Mikey. Damn it.
Yeah. Oh shit! Now let me see what's up. God damn it, son of a bitch! Welcome.
He had to
There
go
he
use the
is.
restroom real quick. What?
Mikey jumped in and out of the void again. Fuck. Oh, now it's Ekim, not Mikey. God damn it. Bro. You can't be Ekim now. You can't just switch it up mid-intro. What the fuck is happening? All right.
Things change in the back room around here.
Bro, they do.
Yes.
Things get dark in the back room. So
like you got attacked.
we're going to head down this hallway. When we open the door, we're going to pass by the cult that rents the room in the hallway. Whatever you do, don't start chanting. If you start chanting, there's a chance you will never come out of that. So just don't do that. All right, let's go. All right. Mikey,
They do have good deli meat
touch
sandwiches.
the
and stuff.
fucking
I feel
deli
like a
meat.
You
good
guys want their
beat,
craft
man.
table, they can take it.
Why are they
Holy
dressed
shit.
Amish?
I like a half pound of arm, please.
Yes.
Fuck.
Please slice it up.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah, with a side of soup.
Soup's on.
Soup's on.
Bro, I took a total
make a
on
nipple
that.
meat sandwich. Sorry.
She paid, this is just a side note here. She paid for a pound of American cheese and a half pound of bologna, $3.90.
She also got a half a gallon of milk.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I forgot
Oh, dude,
the
I
fucking
thought
milk.
about that.
That was the.
Yeah.
But then video store rental $2. I mean, like I was like, wait a minute here. Like you really do
Yeah.
have to make some life decisions back then
Right.
about like, am I eating or am I going to go ahead and rent this video?
Right. I can feed my family for a week, or I can rent one porno. Because it was like $2.95 for the backroom movies. Yeah. Anyway. All
Yeah,
right.
it was. That guy was weird looking too.
Yeah.
The one in
for
the
sure.
videos or never mind.
A lot
Oh
of
no,
them.
no! I meant the guy
Oh, yeah.
in the porno.
I mean,
Mikey's like, they got me a porno.
They got me a porno. Oh, Mikey, are you drinking? Paul wants to drink with you. I don't know. If Ekim gets drunk, it might be a problem. We'll see, though.
Do you guys remember
Yeah,
that
fuck.
movie
Okay.
Demons?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
One of my favorites. I love that movie.
Hey,
I think I was
when that guy's got the Coke can and they're fucking driving around town. And you think they're drinking Coke and shit, but he's got the straw in it. And he's fucking he's all that shit will wake the dead.
Yes.
Nice. It's a badass poster.
That's on our list right there, man. That's on our list.
Nice. There you, oh, is it? Nice.
You know
Nice. All right. Yeah, for sure.
I love
All
that
right.
movie. I love that movie. No, I'm looking forward to that.
All right.
Yeah.
Dylan, take us to the back.
All right, let's fucking go. Okay, so
what's going on here, guys?
I'm gonna take y'all to the back room. Let's fucking go.
Open the door, or I'm gonna throw rocks through your windows, you dumb whore.
All right, cool. Mikey, we made it, buddy. All right, so just to set the mood, set the tone, set the stage for everybody, if you look around us, you're going to see a lot of ghosts flying around in the air. There's a giant table in front of us that has maybe 50 seats. Half of them are filled with skeletons. There are burnt candles all over the place. Random posters of Bruce Campbell and a bunch of other people, just mostly Bruce Campbell though, in sexy poses, and then
weirdly and disgustingly stuck to the wall.
It's kind of they're not everything's a little crooked. It's a good place to play D&D for sure. So let's all find a little chair. We'll scoochie up and we'll get started. Yeah. Oh, that might be a little sticky. If the chairs are sticky, it could be the cult, could be Mikey, could be Balthazar. I don't know. Sorry. Just, yeah.
I think it was from the glory hole.
Oh, horse.
Don't get me started on glory holes, man.
Is this wallpaper glue?
Mine's more crusty than sticky.
We had long talks about glory holes.
Yeah, I learned a lot about glory holes from Mutant City Horror. That's the truth.
That's what we're here for, to teach you about glory holes.
They store your glorious treasures.
They sure do. Keep them nice and warm.
Dude, he's right. That was our sole purpose of doing this podcast.
Yeah, for
3 years and 60 episodes just to get to us teaching you about glory holes.
You know
Thanks,
what?
guys, for bringing me along on that one.
It was a slow burner, man. We got there.
You can't talk about glory holes without Alan.
Do you have that commercial?
No, I don't. I don't have that one.
You don't have a horse machine?
I don't have Horse Machine Ranch Road.
Oh, that's my second favorite.
I know. It's a good community of like-minded men who love glory holes, horses, machines, ranches, and roads. We'll just give him a quick little plug, but that's it. All right. So, Mikey, why don't you, sir, take it away. Read the back of the box for us now that we're all sat down, and we'll go from there, man.
All right. Husband and wife opens a video store in a new town. Come to find out their locals are only renting horror films and the occasional triple Xer. Make their own snuff films.
Nice. All right. Cool.
DIYers.
Sorry for that.
Sorry.
What you got, Paul?
Sorry, Dylan. I was just going to say, man, before we even if we're going to talk about this, the first thing I got to say is that I was introduced to this movie by a buddy of mine on Instagram. His name is Andrew, but he goes by Trash Memoirs on Instagram. So if you guys don't know who he is, go follow him. He's always posting nostalgic shit. It's so good. But when we first met, he was like, "Hey, have you ever seen this movie?" Because I guess he was checking out the page, and I was like, "No, I've never seen it." And he's like, "Dude, it's a must watch." He was like, "It's my favorite. Go watch it." And I watched it, and I was like, "Oh man, this is so right up our alley, right?"
Yeah, good call.
Oh my god! So shout out to Andrew with the.
It's definitely my
Trash Memoirs.
favorite Sean video.
Dude,
Yeah, for sure.
we're a fan of the shot on video at Mutant City Horror. Matt and I did Day of the Reaper a little while back, which
I
was
still need to see that one. That's one of the only ones I haven't seen yet.
so good. And then we did what was the other one, Matt?
I mean, on a cheap, low budget.
It cost that dude like $1,000. Yeah, it cost that dude like $1,000.
Have you guys ever seen
Well,
Sledgehammer?
because no, wait, the show? There was a show called Sledgehammer.
yeah.
But
No, it was a low budget shot on video.
Yeah,
It's like one of the worst ones I've ever seen. So good.
No, but that's no. Paul's right though. I mean, that's what we like to watch this shit just to go like, what the fuck did we just watch, man? Like,
Yes.
I mean,
Yeah.
I think Stings was the first one, right?
Yeah.
We were just
Oh
like,
my
what
God,
the
that's-
fuck?
The mind fuck.
We got so fucking drunk on that one, dude. It was so fun. Okay, here's how drunk
Those Canadians.
Here's how drunk we got. It was like 2 a.m, and I woke up I fell asleep at my desk, but not like on the desk laying on it, just like sitting and just like this with my head down. And I woke up and I had Doritos in one hand and I had a half-eaten Hot Pocket in my other hand. And I was like, it's bedtime. I gotta go to bed.
George Costanza would have logged some overtime for that.
What would be funnier is if you woke up like in a fucking like panic, like, oh shit, like what the fuck did I record last night? You have to go through, okay, we're all good.
Fuck yeah. No,
It's
Kidney
even
missing.
better than like those. Yeah, instead of those nights where you totally forgot what you did, and you're like, oh fuck, what did I do? People are like calling you back, like, are you all right? And you're like, what? I didn't see you since Monday.
Right.
People call worried about you. Like they don't call about me.
It's Friday now.
The police are checking in on you. You're like, what the fuck?
Holy fuck, dude. Holy shit. Well,
Yeah, it's one of those
good.
nights.
It's one of those nights. It's going to be one of those nights tonight, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. All right. So, real quick, just a quick overview. So, video violence, also known as video violence ... when renting is not enough, is a 1987 American horror film directed by Gary Cohen and starring Gary Schwartz and Chick Kaplan. The film was shot entirely on VHS camcorder, as Paul said there. So, what I found interesting in this, if you check the wikis, you check the budget on this, and it was stated it's $6.
$6.
$6.
Shut up.
Is that the tape? Is that the tape?
Yep. $6. It was $6
Hell
to make
yeah.
this film.
The tape it
So,
was shot with, and there's a big cast for a $6
right
budget.
Yeah. So I don't know how that was
Nobody got
possible,
paid.
but this may be the most low budget of low budget.
That makes me wonder about all the bare naked tits that they had and shit like that. Like, so
Right?
They
You
kinda
got to
work
pay
for
for that, right? You got, yeah, for sure.
It was a
maybe
promise.
they had the tapes in the closet and the $6 was for the tits.
It was for an Abba Zaba bar.
Discount titties? I like it.
Discount titties. Watch out for Pamela. Oh,
I mean, what was $6 in today's budget? That's got to be like $2 million, right?
Probably like 34 bucks or some shit.
I can tell you what it was. It was at least a half a gallon of milk, a half a pound of cheese, and some arm.
Yeah. How much that shit would that shit cost you nowadays? All three items. I'm guessing
3
about
overdue
$30, right?
charges.
Yeah, the milk by itself is probably like $3. The cheese is probably like $4.
$3.99. That's $3.99.
At least, 2 to 3 times as much.
Right.
Yeah.
So somewhere, if this movie was made today, it would cost somewhere in the range of, I don't know, $7 to $10 million, but about $6 in 1987. It was released on December 2nd, 1987 to a runtime of 90 minutes. And it was distributed by Camp Video. That's who picked it up. So there's not a ton more than that on, general notes. But I figure what we can do today, what we do in our roundtable episodes, is we kind of just jump through the plot and talk about, our favorite bits of it. We don't get too far into any other, production notes or casting or anything like that as much on these episodes, and that's fine.
Because there's like nothing. I looked on the Wikipedia.
Yeah, there's not a lot. There's not a lot on it, but yeah, I figured it'll just be fun to chit chat about. Cool. All right. So just a real quick plot synopsis. Stephen Emery, played by Art Neal, who I feel like, I don't know, maybe this is mean, but I feel like he was kind of like a knockoff. Oh shit! What the fuck's? Why can't I think of his name? God damn it! Jurassic Park. What the fuck?
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. He kind of reminded me of like a knockoff Jeff Goldblum. Yes. Fuck.
I could see
brain. A little bit. And his wife, Rachel, played by Jackie Neal, leave behind their jobs and home in New York, and they move to a small town.
Now, she reminded me of a knockoff Jeff Goldblum.
You know what? Maybe if you combine the two,
like the Fly.
Are those Jeff Goldblum's parents? Holy shit!
It's just two Goldblums.
Come to find out, it's Jeff Goldblum's parents in this film. Okay, good to know. We'll keep that in mind. Yes, they moved to small town America. This was filmed in New Jersey, as far as I know. The town was in New Jersey.
Yeah, it was.
You can tell.
Not if you were looking at the chief of police though, because he when he goes to the store for the first, he talks he talks in like a very aggressive Southern accent, but then he was wearing like a plantation owner's like straw hat and like. That's
right.
Yep.
I was like, is this Jersey or something?
Dude,
he had his AAA sticker on his car.
That's true.
It was a cardigan, like a cardigan vest that he was wearing and shit, like a cardigan sweater.
Hey, $6.
That's true.
You get what you fucking get, you know?
You got
like,
the Cracker Jack.
You know what that means, though? You know what that means, Reedy? Is that
I mean,
the
you couldn't
chief
have like cut like a sheriff badge with like I don't know, construction paper or something.
That would have been great.
like in Uktana?
Just staple it onto the shirt.
Right.
It says, "I am the sheriff. I am the chief."
I'm the chief. Holy shit.
The fact that this movie cost $6 to make means that he brought that hat from home.
Right.
Exactly. Oh no, I got that. Don't worry, fellas.
Yeah.
And he got.
How much was that haircut though? It was terrible.
Sure. Holy, it's the worst
priceless,
fucking
bro.
haircut ever.
It's priceless.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Oh no! In 1988, that was hot. That was hot.
Oh my God. Yes. So Steven then establishes a video rental store, which is named the Video Studio, and enjoys, but is curious of the significant amount of memberships that the store quickly obtains. For some reason, everybody in this fucking town, this tiny little town, owns a VCR, which is unheard of at the time, I guess.
Swingers.
Yeah,
Swingers,
dude, they were
man.
tripping out. They're like, everybody's got a VCR in this town. Like what?
Right? Yeah.
It's weird how lack of commodity there was back in the day.
Here's what was funny about that whole thing, right? There's that scene where he's at dinner talking to his wife about like what had happened, and I'm sure we'll get there. And he was like, "Don't you find it strange that like we've had like plus 300 memberships in like the last 2 or 3 weeks?" And the Jewish part of me was like, who cares? That's just good business, right?
That's money, man.
Yeah. And then the wife was like, since when do you ever like complain about business and making money? And I was like, yeah, tell him.
Yeah. Shut up and keep your fucking mouth shut and take the money.
What do you know?
No.
Until you start getting snuff. Until you can start getting snuff.
I'd be happy,
films
honestly.
Fucking coming back into your fucking rental.
Go in there.
What happens to the movies? What happens to the movies they rented then? They just keep them? What a bunch of assholes.
I guess so. Hey, listen, I know all about that. People don't bring the tapes back, man. A lot of times it's fucking beans. It is what it is.
Or they're damaged, right? The bite marks and acid.
Bite marks. Yeah, they're all scratched up. So it happens.
Get them all twisted up. The tape all twisted up.
You know what I will say, Paul, since you brought it up, that dinner scene. So there are two prominent scenes, and this is kind of jumping through, but whatever. I'll just throw the notes out if you got them. There are two scenes where they're sitting at their table and they're talking to each other. In both scenes, the first scene, they are playing classical music way too loud. It's like, and like they're trying to talk, and I'm like, what the fuck's happening? And then the second time they do it, it's almost like Western music, super fucking loud again, like while they're just chilling at their table. I don't know.
Damn it, I didn't notice.
Yeah, man.
Those were lullabying me to sleep, actually. Like,
were they?
like,
shut up.
For me, I was like, what the
swear.
fuck is this? Yeah. Just a little too loud.
The music during the vampire scene was like really.
Dude, the music throughout this whole thing was just like, what the fuck, man? Like,
yeah.
No, the music, I swear to you, is like 2 notes away from the theme to Nightmare on Elm Street. Like, I went back and listened to it again, and it really is.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very close, yeah.
well, when you're working with $6,
right.
you got to make it stretch.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, you got to figure it out.
No, you know what?
Yeah.
This movie had instead of like an intertwining plot line, it had like plot lines that kind of went all different directions. Definitely kind of reminded me of that. I don't know if you guys seen that movie Body Melt. It didn't seem to have one specific direction, right?
Just kind of all.
But it was like all over the place.
Just melted its
Yeah,
way.
kind of like rubber. Kind of like how rubber was, you know?
Yeah. When it hits the road.
Yeah.
A tire named Robert. Come on, man.
Kind of. Well, I guess going in to kind of go in order a little bit, just because I take way too many fucking notes on everything we watch, but. In the beginning, right? So you start out and you're in like the clothing store, and that's kind of how they introduce everything that's going on.
Tell me those guys at the store, not the one with the glasses, but like the skinnier guy, would reminded me of like he looks like he used to be a coke dealer back in the day and is like kind of sad about where his life is at now, you know?
Yeah.
You created a whole backstory for his character and shit.
I like that.
He's like working in Miller's Outpost now, just pulling some flannels off the shelf.
Like he was the guy that you would go to. Everybody knew this dude, right? Like, and he could get you anything you wanted: coke, women, guns. You know what I mean? And like,
and on top of that, he's only been there a couple weeks. You know, he just got let go from his other job as a fucking table buster and shit. But he got caught jerking off in the men's bathroom or some shit.
Sounds like Woodard.
We're getting so deep on this backstory.
In the booth.
I love it.
when I saw him, I was like, that's what that look reminds me of.
Yeah.
With his shirt open all the way down to like his belly button.
I think it was the way that he like leaned on the table and just kind of looked at the girl and was like,
yeah, right.
You know, like this used to be the movie.
I like how the guy just thumbs up the video camera like this.
Yeah.
As if he can see him.
Right? Yeah.
The response when he goes like, "You're gonna have to pay me extra for this," and he was like, "Going in," or "You're paying for the shirt." That's what the line was.
Right. This shirt's coming out of your check. That's
like,
what it is, not
right.
mine. All right.
Okay, so what happened? Okay, so what happens is this girl comes into the store, right, and she's like looking for some clothes. They hook her up, and they're like, the back room is over there. But we established the fact that she is new to town, right, and that like sparkles their eyes a little bit. And then we cut to them.
She's not one of the 300 people that live in town.
That's true.
So
well, we don't know that at that point.
Who also
but
have
like,
memberships.
Yeah.
Right.
And then they end up like...
They're all like, we don't have to keep it in the family today, boys.
You know, I did get that vibe from them. And then when he bludgeons her with the baseball bat, right? And like smashes her face in, and then he makes out with her. I was like, I knew he had it in him. That was
my
fucking
new
gross.
sister.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
You know, in that scene, before they attack, before you know what's going on, and I wasn't sure if this was music or if it was just the hum of like the camera itself, but there's like a really ominous like ooh,
there is.
like in that beginning, and I don't know if that's music or just quality is shitty or what, but it was interesting.
It's a
It's
6
effective.
camera.
Yeah.
It was
It
$2.40. The rest is spent on titties.
Right.
It is what
That
it
Abba
is.
Zabba bar.
It's the best sound you get for $6.
Right?
It was a sound
Yeah,
to
for
set
sure.
the tone. You know, like one of those sounds that they put to set the tone.
The tone.
The tone setter.
tone.
The
Right.
toner.
All right.
The tone.
Love
The
it.
toner boner.
Boner.
You got
So-
a toner boner.
one morning, we're going to move forward from Toner Boner onto Rick Carlson. So one morning, Steven's assistant, Rick Carlson, played by Kevin Harbour, finds an unmarked tape while he's routinely checking in the Dropbox, which is hidden by a Friday the 13th poster. Good way to hide your Dropbox, I guess. Presumably, it's a home-recorded video that was returned by mistake in place of an actual rental tape. Anyway, they play the film, and they find out that people are creating snuff films. Dun, dun, dun.
Is that what that smell is?
Is that what that is? Yeah, right. Holy shit. The line that Rick says in that bit, he's like, "I'm dying to see what these yokels consider entertainment," or maybe that was Steven. I can't remember which.
No, it was Rick.
I think that was Rick.
Yeah, Steven's the owner.
Yeah. So if Rick, Rick was from the town, right? Wasn't he from the town?
Okay, so this is where, like, on a rewatch, you see all the plot holes, right? Because spoiler alert, that the whole town is in on making all these snuff films, right? And they're the ones dropping all the empty tapes in the store. And they're killing. The first video we see them watch is them killing the postmaster general, right? And we find out that they killed him because he was retiring.
What the fuck is that? What is a postmaster?
It's the guy that runs the post office.
He wears the little hat on the cereal box. No, I'm just kidding. He's like he's the head of the U.S. Postal Service, or that branch of it.
So Captain Crunch is what I was thinking.
Yeah, he's like the captain of the police. You know, right? He's on top.
But for the Postal Service.
Yeah.
He's basically your weed dealer.
Because when they said that, like I was just picturing the dude in like fucking, you know, like those shorts with the stripes and shit like that, going door to door, like the local town postman. You know?
Yeah, he's just the leader of them all. Yeah.
I mean, as small as that town was, he might have been the only male guy, you know, but he had a cool title.
That's true. Okay, so
milkman.
So here's where my confusion comes in. Because they kill the postmaster general or whatever because he was retiring and moving to Florida and he knows the town's secrets. There was also somebody else that they murdered who like was going to move and they had to murder her because she knew the town secrets, right? So if Rick is there because his dad died 9 weeks ago and he'd been home for 6 taking care of his mom, that means he grew up there, right? So wouldn't he know everything that's happening there unless this is new?
It just all started 9 weeks ago. Like everything started.
Or at least a year ago.
Then we found out about VHS tapes like 9 weeks ago.
Yeah, and then they all went out and bought them.
Okay.
There's a really good salesman in town.
Okay. Started murdering everyone.
So that was cause for confusion.
We're not responsible.
Then there's a point where Rick doesn't show up for work and Steve calls his house to find out where he's at. And his mom's like, nah, he went to Boston. And it was
on that fucking phone.
Oh, the old timey phone? Bro. Yeah, the ones you got to crank up. Hell yeah, dude.
What'd you say?
Hell yeah.
She's like yelling into the phone.
I was like, damn, I wonder how much you can get for that on Antique Roadshow.
Holy shit, bro.
But
for real.
If the whole town is in on it, doesn't
$350.
Shut up.
I turned it into a bong.
Jesus Christ!
That reminds me of when Harold and Kumar go to White Castle, the first one, and those two Jewish guys, like there's like some kind of like sexual tension between them, and it's like, I'm not gay, bro, and he's like, here, you want to hit this, and he's like, yeah, and then he like just like mouths it like he would have, yeah, exactly. He's like, okay, so is the mom not in on it too? Because she lives there, right? Wouldn't she be part of the townspeople who are in on this thing?
I think she was part of it. She was like smiling when she said it.
So she was cool with the fact that her son got murked. And she was covering
pretty much. It looked like
it.
Okay,
cool.
She was like smiling when she said it.
You know the rules.
Did they say how his dad died?
Good point. No, they didn't say.
I was wondering he was one of the victims.
Right, that was kind of my one. I was wondering that too. And if that's the case, and the mom is cool with it, because I can't remember if the mom is in the end scene, you know, where they have everybody lined up.
I was looking for her.
I saw her face.
Yeah, I think he went to get groceries at the town next door, and they thought that he was just leaving. And
Never came back.
Okay.
He said, "I'll be right back."
For a pack of smokes.
The last thing I'll say about the family continuity kind of community plot hole for me is the Steven's wife, the girl, she works for like the town council or something, and she offers to like follow up on the postman because Steven's tripping out about watching him get murdered on tape, and she's like, he just retired, so I'll call him, ask him some random question about his social security number. And then when they cut to her in the office, her office aide is her aunt. The girl calls her Aunt Rachel. So I'm like, well, does she live there and does she know what's happening? Because that doesn't make sense to me then.
Oh, interesting. Okay, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, I'm a
That's just
stickler
Aunt
for
Rachel.
stupid shit.
Everybody loves Aunt Rachel. She can do whatever she wants.
If you listen to our
feel
show,
like this movie was. I feel like this movie was kind of written on the fly. So as they were fucking writing it, they were filming it and shit. So they probably like didn't have like a lot of intersecting or connecting lines. They were just like. It kind of like what happened on Things. Remember when the dude just disappeared into the wall? For majority of the movie, and came out like some kind of warrior with no explanation.
Yeah.
Speaking of the writing, Matt, I think it's a good point, and I think this is a good thing to talk about because it's one of the few notes about the film that's easy to find. But so Gary Cohen did come up with the idea while he was working as a video store clerk, but he was not like the biggest horror fan. In general, he was a golden age of Hollywood fan, and he was disheartened by the fact that horror films, particularly slashers, were the most popular films among his clientele. And he had the idea when in an afternoon, the scene where the young mother comes in and she's like, does this have sex? And
speaking of which, I want to see Blood Cult. That's one of the Sean videos I've never seen.
I put it on my list.
Made.
Put it on my list.
Right.
Yep.
So he had that exact interaction. So a mother came into his store and said, asked if the film I Dismember Mama contained any sex. And then he informed her, I'm not sure about that, but I know it has a lot of graphic violence. And she said, oh, that's fine as long as it's...
She was holding a newborn in a weird
way. Oh,
like
a football.
That was true. Like a football with the head hanging off.
Yeah.
You know what, though?
Stressed me out a bit.
So that scene... I'm sorry. I think you were saying that was one of the scenes that inspired him with the movie.
Yeah.
But when I'm watching that took me straight back to 1987 at the video store with my mom and my dad, and that was exactly their criteria. Violence is fine. A boob will get you in trouble. I remember getting in trouble because I saw Cool World in the movie theaters instead of going to see Universal Soldier. My dad beat my ass.
No, you know what? He beat your ass because you didn't go to see Jean-Claude Van Damme and shit. He was all like, "What? You missed Van Damme over some cartoon titties?" Nah.
Holy shit. Yeah. So, all right.
I feel it was classic 87. That was just what it was back then.
So around the same point in the film, actually it's right before they get the snuff film. A guy comes in and he says, "Y'all got that chainsaw movie?" Which that was a funny line in general, but it was Pieces. Yeah, it was Pieces. Which, hey, let's tie it all together for our VHS Doom fans. But as we said last week, The Mutilator premiered alongside Pieces when it came out in theaters. So
on 42nd Street.
Yeah, throwing it all together.
Yeah, Buddy wanted us to know it was on 42nd Street.
He was very adamant. Yeah. He was like, know that.
Yeah, I know what marquee you're talking about. That was 42nd Street. I'm like, yeah, you're right, Buddy. Buddy was the man.
You don't have to go to Texas for a chainsaw massacre.
You don't have to go to. You have to go to Spain for some of them, I guess. But yeah,
and make it look like Boston too.
For sure. Right.
Or the medieval times and shit. As long as Bruce Campbell's there.
Right, for sure.
That one kind of went. I'm sorry. Left field.
No, I love
Army of Darkness. Hey,
me too, man.
Dude, that movie poster had one of the coolest slogans. I just remember it was like, "Trapped in time, surrounded by evil, low on gas."
That was classic.
Classic. classic
like,
shit,
yeah.
man. Yeah. So I think at this point, I hope I don't get too mixed up because I don't really have a good like plot synopsis in front of me. I just kind of ran through like a general, and it kind of cuts off after they find the film. But at this point, so Steven he sees the film. He leaves his assistant Rick in the store. He goes to the chief of police, who is definitely not from New Jersey, and has either the worst toupee ever or the worst haircut ever. Couldn't quite figure it out. I don't know.
I'm gonna get that haircut next episode.
I think you should. You should definitely do that. And he's like, "Hey, listen, I definitely have a fucking snuff film back at my store, and my assistant's there guarding it. Let's fucking go." And the chief is like real slow to get off his ass. And then
very angry too.
One thing I did, just some weird like random notes here. So Emery got into the police car before the chief got into the car, which doesn't make sense in my brain. I was like, why do you know which car you're getting into? Like you ran there from your store.
I also walked away from the interaction as like being working in a video store or owning a video store gave you almost as much clout as being the mayor at that point in time, right?
Right.
They're like, well, I guess because you also vent videos out to my kids, so I guess I'll go to check it out.
Yeah, that's true.
I guess I'll go.
You're spreading the gospel, the gospel of film.
I'm wondering if
pillar of society.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if all the VHS tapes were replaced with the snuff films.
Oh, you mean like slowly?
Because they're all renting them. Like, yeah. They seem to be all like just renting everything from there. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I got that vibe or not, but I mean, maybe they were replacing tapes slowly, and it was just like an accident, and they left one out or something. I don't know. But so they get back to the store. The door's unlocked. Rick is nowhere to be found, and the tape is gone. Or the tape's there, but when he puts it in. Yeah, the money's still there, right? But when he puts the tape in, it's just like a family VHS kind of thing.
It's like a birthday party or something.
Yeah, and the cop's like, hey, don't fucking waste my time again, or I'm going to fucking throw you in prison. Like, he's way too intense about it, you know? So that's kind of that.
Especially
and then I guess
this is... New Jersey, too.
Right. So this is the point where, you know, he goes home, he's talking with his wife, he's at dinner. And I did like this. They had in their conversation, Steven was talking shit about movies shot on video. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. 100%. And it's not the only time they do it either. And I was like, they know what they're doing.
Right. Yeah. So that was pretty funny. I like that. Yeah. So he goes back to work the next day. Rick never shows up, and he's not sure what's going on. He thinks maybe Rick's pulling a fast one on him. And that's when the lady with her fucking baby comes in, and the baby's head is literally flopping over her arm. She's just like, "Do you got any movies?" You know, just like fucking breaking the kid's neck.
You sounded like Harry Carey.
Yeah. It fucking stressed me out, bro. It's like, what the hell?
All I was thinking while I was watching that too is like, that's why you don't fuck with the mom, man. Like, she could throw a right cross, like, just jack you up. Baby hanging by a toe.
Right.
Fuck. Use the baby as a weapon.
Yeah, that.
Right?
Right. Yeah, maybe. I mean, it was the 80s. You do what you got to do. So.
I think it was encouraged in the schools.
You're going for the long-range missile and shit with your kid.
Right. Fuck these kids. Yes. So
I think that's what we said on the Chucky episode, honestly.
So fuck them kids. Yeah, for sure. So what the hell? Oh yeah. So now they start at this point in the movie. I think they start kind of like peppering in the basement tapes, you know, a little bit. So, and I did say we're going to start calling our back room the basement tapes now.
Nice.
Mikey, you cool with that?
We could call our break room episodes that.
Just check. Oh, the basement tapes? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, so it's Eli. What the fuck are their names? Eli and what?
Howard.
What's the other guy's name?
Howard's my favorite, dude. I gotta say this. I'm gonna say this to Mutant City Horror because, well, we all know the guy, but so this will mean nothing to you guys. But we had a friend named CJ, and I swear to God that Howard laughed just like CJ. It was like, I was like, holy shit. It just sounds just like him, dude.
Oh, fuck.
But it's
I'm
almost
gonna have
like
to go back and rewatch that, but I believe him.
it's almost like that.
Oh man,
like that fake, like
yeah, like cartoon laughter, right? It was like cartoon laughter. Hit between him and Ryan, dude. Him and Ryan.
Oh my god. Yeah. Those are stories for a Mutant City Horror episode, not me and just two.
No, you're good. You're good. Yeah.
I'm just saying, I see too many balls in that fucking condo.
Hey man.
Okay, I'm gonna put that on a shirt now. I've seen too many balls in that fucking condo.
Man, the movie Waiting came out and it was hot. It ran through our house.
Yeah.
The goat, bro. The goat.
Yeah. I totally
The brain.
I forgot
Those
about
fucking
all that.
bat wing and shit.
Man. You still go by Batwing on the streets, Matt. They still nickname you that.
I don't know if it's that I forgot all that stuff or I just suppressed it and like put it all the way in the back, all the way at the back.
It all back.
I was thinking about the other day. I was making some pink patties.
You were
in the
thinking about
blender.
Matt's balls the other day?
I was making some pink patties in the blender, and the freaking blender bottom came off, and I was like, "Oh man, where's Matt to clean up the counter? Just drinking up himself."
Straws for pussies. I'll just lick it up.
Anyways,
Wow.
I wanted to bring everybody in there.
Sucking alcohol off the counter. Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Let's fucking go. Holy shit. Yeah.
That's what I do on a Monday night.
All right. So Dylan was saying, was saying that, what was this guy's name? Steve. Steve comes back.
Yeah.
Rick
yeah.
is gone.
Right.
The tape was swapped with like a birthday party, and then he's like talking with
Yeah.
his wife at the house, eating what looked like Salisbury steak.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you're right.
From a
Yeah,
TV
I
dinner.
I ain't knocking it, man. I like that Salisbury steak, though, dude.
Yeah.
But like as he's
with
in
some
on that,
cheese.
he's pushing it
Just
around
like
the
sharing
plate.
the
She's
plate.
like, "You haven't even taken a bite." I was like, "Because it looks like garbage, yo." Like,
Right.
yeah, put some gravy on it. He'll never know.
It looked like you dumped gravy on a hamburger patty, dude.
If
Yeah.
that.
Dude,
It looked like literally
I
a
also
Hungry Man
noticed-
dinner plopped on the plate.
Dude, I
That was
also
the
noticed
6
they had a
hours.
candlelight dinner going on, right? It had a candlelight. And I
That's right,
remember
right.
looking at that candlelight thinking that flame has no definition. It just looks like some kind of white, at first I thought it was a fake candle, but I was like, did they make those fake candles back in those days? I don't think so.
They
But then I
actually took
saw
the
it moving, and I was
oxygen
like,
out of the
holy
room.
shit.
$6, bro. What are you
Well,
gonna
what do you think the video quality was back then, dude? Like compared to we're at 4K or no, we're at 8K or so.
Yeah.
What do you think the video quality was back then?
I think we saw it. I think that's what we were watching, right?
No, I know, but like, what would be
240.
like on scale, like
240.
240p or
240. Yeah.
It was 10.
Probably
It was
240,
lines though. It
right?
wasn't dots. It was lines though, wasn't it?
Right. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
4.
Dude, and what's up?
He's got
The
that
guy's
Tom
got
Selleck
hats, too.
mustache.
He's got different hats, bro. He's got funny hats.
yeah, and jackets.
He had
Great
that
jackets,
pink
you know?
one, and then at the end he had that
Yeah.
one with the little flaps and shit. They're just
Hey,
flapping around.
that
and
was
shit when he's
the
walking.
jacket that Tyler Durden wore in Fight Club. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh. You're
That
right.
red one?
Shit.
It was the same,
Same
jacket.
one.
They
Right.
carried it over.
So this is
Yeah.
where we see like the making of one of these movies, right? They picked
Right.
up some hitchhiker on the side of the road. They got her tied up, and they're like, she's wearing this like. I mean, as soon as they show her wearing this white wife beater, I was like, we're gonna see some titties. I already know it. And sure enough, he's like
I was
pouring.
confused at how they cut the holes for it, but then they cut it off.
Did you prepare for the occasion?
It was a scissors, right?
Yeah, it was scissors. Because he had different weapons, right? He had scissors, he had the ice pick, he had something else.
A hammer, I
ice
think
pick, and the straight razor.
Ice pick.
Straight razor. Yeah.
Why was it the whole time right there, man?
When they went to cut her tank top, though, all I was thinking is, don't cut her.
I thought they were going to cut her nipple off, dude. I was like, what the fuck?
That's what I thought, too.
I was thinking that. I was thinking, like, I didn't think they were going to do it in the movie, but I was wondering if, like, her herself was like, yeah, those scissors are getting kind of close.
Yeah, right.
You know?
For sure.
I imagine the actress is like, I didn't sign on for this. Because like they spent like a good 7-8 minutes just on her boobs. I felt.
Yeah, they sure did. Because I was watching it with my wife, and I was like, "Man, when's this shit gonna end already?"
Yeah, awkward.
You know what? Hey man, the budget of this movie can't be $6, man. That guy had a beer in his hand and shit. You know that cost him some money too.
He spilled the beer. Remember?
It's like $1 back then.
And all that Jack that they poured out.
Yeah.
Was that a beer or was that liquor? At some point, I thought it was like
both.
a fucking Jack bottle, but
it was both. It started with the Jack, and then they went to the beer. Chasing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I hope they didn't waste it. I hope it was like actually like iced tea or something.
Maybe. Yeah.
Sewer water.
The very first basement
New Jersey
tapes
Hudson River water.
wet t-shirt.
There you go.
That's right, Dylan. That's right.
Yes, very first. Yeah, so they ice pick murder that poor hitchhiker.
Made me think of a granny.
Yeah, Ice Pick Granny. If you haven't checked in on Ice Pick in a while, she resides at the San Quentin Tarantino State Prison, prisoner number 6478931, and
69420 8008.
S something like that. Yeah.
Five. It's 5. Yeah.
5. Right. 5. Sorry. Yeah. Yeah. And her and Balthazar are currently working on their wedding plans. And she gives pretty good gum jobs from what I hear. So anyway,
super sloppy.
Continuing.
Gum jobs.
Sloppy gum jobs.
Hole in Horse Machine Ranch Road.
Oh my fucking God. So, yes. I think at this somewhere in here, I don't remember who says the line, but it's another act of video violence. What is that? Is that Eli and Howard when they're talking? I just wrote this randomly.
No, I think it was wasn't it in the
who?
The deli when they were in a deli to test
the deli.
Place.
Oh, maybe my notes kind of skipped for a bit. Yeah, so after that, so I think that's when the wife tries to like call Florida. She tells her husband, "Hey, he's there." And then what the fuck is his name? I keep forgetting. Steven. So Steven he calls Rick's mom. Mom says, "Oh no, he's gone." Mm-hmm. All of that stuff happens.
Bro,
right?
That was such a popular hairstyle. We had just watched Phantasm and seeing like the same hairstyle, that skullet.
There's this scene where like there's a bunch of patrons in the store, right? And like, if you listen to our show, then you know that like I'm a sucker for small little details. So paying attention to the movies on the shelves was like a big thing for me. So
I was looking at the posters too.
Yeah, so I noticed. Okay, so Pieces is like apparent right off the bat, right? And then I think next to that was the other movie we were just talking about,
Blood Gore.
Blood Cult. And then in this scene they have a really cool like close up of this woman. I got it framed up here, so you can see the Twilight Zone movie. You can see Village of the Damned. You can see Gorgor Girls, and then you can see one that we have on the list, which is Humanoids of the Deep.
Yes.
Oh, nice.
I still need to see that one, actually. I haven't seen that one.
I started watching it, and I got halfway through it, and I was like, I'm going to stop, because we got to watch that one on the podcast. And then Matt had noticed that I started watching it on our Shudder account, and he was like, I saw somebody was watching that, so we're going to do that. And I'm like, yes. Because that movie it started a little slow, but then it picks up for sure.
Oh, I like Roger Corman
movies,
dude. No, it's all right. I just like Roger Corman.
When Rick was
getting
choked, he was getting choked on the April Fool's poster. He is. Him and Charles Band.
Yeah, they built their careers on ripping shit off.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Carnosaur, right? Carnosaur was one of them.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
So the reason they show this scene is because this woman who's just like kind of idly just watching, looking at the movies that are on the shelf.
Dropping off another tape.
She waits till Steve turns his back and she drops the tape on the counter.
Well, she drops off 3 tapes, right?
Right.
But then mysteriously, the very next scene, there's 4 standing in the stack. And you're like, I rewatched that a couple times. I was like, was there 4? Nope, just 3.
Interesting. Yeah, so it's a busy rush. So the lady drops off the tape, and then I guess the rush dies down. He sees the extra tape, he puts it in, and it's a video of poor Rick getting strangled. As Mikey said, was it April Fool's? The April Fool's poster?
Yeah, April Fool's Day. Yeah,
sure was.
April Fool's Day. Nice.
That's one of my favorite posters.
Oh yeah. And then when Rick was killed, they earlier they had shown like his hand hanging out of a trash bag. I just kind of remember that random hand. I feel like they used the same hand a lot. That's probably why it was still only $6. You know what I mean?
Well, because when they showed the video,
hot dogs sliced really well.
When they showed the video of the postmaster guy being killed, they cut off his hand, right?
Just falls to the
and
ground.
then there's the hand in the trash bag, and then there's the arm that they sliced.
Next cuts his blood.
That's probably where the $6 went, was to the prosthetic. So they just had to recycle it in a bunch of scenes.
Dude, that just made me hungry for like sausages. You know how you cut the little sausage links and shit, like with crackers and shit. Like when I saw that, I was like, oh man, I want one of those sausages and shit.
Just the littlest things.
Bologna.
It's just the littlest
Look
things.
like some good mortadella.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
the little fat slice inside there, except it's bone.
Don't they make those with like little cheese, like cheese in the middle and shit? Little cheese bits.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Like those cheddar dogs.
Dude.
This movie made me hungry
Dylan's
for
gonna vomit.
Italian for sure.
Fuck, man.
It's like they had some spaghetti effects, everything.
Every time. Mikey does another podcast called A Dab of Death. Hey, shout out to Dab of Death. But they cover serial killers and true crime and whatever else. And they did an episode on Joe Metheny or whatever Metheny, who was the fucking like sloppy Joe kill. Like he ground people up and put them into fucking burgers. And then these guys just go on to talk about all my favorite foods for like an hour. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So anyway, I'm just throwing that out there. Murder and dinner do not go together.
Then the next day I had pot roast.
Was that the dude in England? The dude in England?
No, he was in the United States.
In the walls? Oh, okay.
Unless they have bad manners, and then that way Hannibal Lecter,
Right, yeah. Menace, make it for dinner. Nice. So at this point, Emery takes the tape to the chief of police again, and has the tape in hand. He's like, hey, I'm not going to fucking lose this. And he hands it to the chief. The chief puts it into their VCR at the station and hits record play, right? And erases the tape. And he's like, I'm bad with technology.
And he's like all slow with it. No, I got it. I
can do it.
It's like my 4-year-old. Like, I got it. Don't worry.
Let's go with Jeff Goldblum.
I'll do it myself. That's my fucking daughter right now. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So, and then again, he's like, hey, if you fucking come back here again with all this bullshit, I'm going to arrest you.
Right.
So he's really not getting anywhere. So at that point, he goes home, he talks to his wife again, and he's like, I'm going to start my own investigation, which I found fun.
What do I do, Jeff Goldblum?
Right. Oh, God. Jeff Goldblum's parents were really struggling at this point. And then I think, so he... Fuck. Mikey. God damn.
Could be pissed.
All right. Yeah, that's all right. That's all right. Shit. So, where are we? We fucking cut. Is this where we head to the convenience store?
Yes.
The Jeep pulls up.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we see an arm get sliced and eaten. Well, not eaten.
Right. So my note there is don't drink lemonade from strangers. Like, what the fuck, you know?
Really? Like,
or soup apparently.
Never been to this town or this store and don't know any of us. But would you like a concoction of something I just made in a glass that may or not be laced with poison?
Were they not aware of what happened in Jonestown? Like,
see, in 1986, it was safe. But 87, this was not safe. You don't do that.
That's where it stopped. That's where it stopped. You don't take lemonade from strangers. We just covered, well, a couple episodes ago, we covered Bunnyman Massacre. And in that one, like, you know, this family stops into a shady looking, like, convenience store. And they're like, oh, we'll just get some snacks. Like, well, what? Right. So, like, I know you're looking for directions. You don't know where you're going. Just don't take fucking food or drinks from people, guys. Come on.
Especially from a weird redneck with a weird accent.
Yeah, sure. That too. So they get poisoned and then they get sliced up. The electric carving knife. That was a lot. That was fun.
This is probably my favorite sequence of the whole movie.
Especially Thames.
Okay. Why don't you outline it for us?
It was, you know, they come in looking for directions. They want to get something to drink. So two of them walk in while one waits in the Jeep and they don't know, but the Basement Tape brothers are kind of scoping the scene. And so when they run into the store, they jump into the Jeep, kill the one girl there. They stab her in the neck. So it's like some cool gore in that scene. And then, as the other two are in the store getting poisoned, that's where they like pull the girl up to the counter and they use the electric carving knife and they cut her head off. And you really get to see the blood coming out and all.
Soup's on.
Yeah. And they take the head and they put it in the pot to make soup.
I'm sorry. I just like the guy that was standing there with the magazines, just like staring at her at the counter and shit. He's just leafing through the pages, but not even looking at the fucking magazine.
I actually thought the dude was like gonna whack it, like looking at the beans on the shelf or something.
Right? Yeah.
This is probably where we get the most amount of gore in the movie, right? And because the blood's going everywhere, it's on everybody. They cut the hand weird, like they cut it like just below the wrist, but then like they put it on their carving station or whatever, and they're slicing it up, and these fat chunks of just arm.
Yummy bologna.
Well, that was like one arm. I just assumed it was the other arm. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so I did say...
Look at you trying to find logic.
The meat slice.
I mean, I wanted that mortadella. I was like, give me some of that. Is that an olive loaf you got back there at the counter?
Right.
That's some prosciutto right there.
But this is also where Steve's wife walks in and she's buying all the stuff. And like, you know, they had just cleaned up, so she didn't really see anything. But she puts her bag on the counter and walks away. And when she's gone, somebody throws a tape in her bag. And so I think she got a little freaked out knowing that maybe somebody had like fucked with her bag. But when she gets home, she realizes she had a video in her bag. And that video was, Mikey?
Oh my God, what was the title of it? I forgot.
The Vampire Takes a Bride.
That's what it was. Okay, yeah.
Vampire.
Even though they say it's a different title, the wife says it was a different title.
I was gonna say All Hallows Eve because remember that's what Art the Clown did, put the tape in the kid's bag. That'd be funny if there's a crossover.
Oh, hey, there you go.
It's probably an homage, though.
Yeah, for sure.
So we find out later that this girl in the movie, it's like an actual like production movie that this girl was making, and this vampire is like, you know, biting her on the neck and like. And then he kills her with a knife, and I told my wife, I was like, why does a vampire need a knife? Like, he could just, like, suck all your blood out of you. Like, that doesn't make any sense.
That's foreplay for him, man. He's trying to get off on it.
I guess.
It's not snub
do
it.
Yeah, he's a pretty sexy vampire, man. He was handling her sexy style.
And in super slow motion for a really long time.
Yeah. Super fun.
With some, like, ear-raping music, too.
Yeah.
They're like, we need 90 minutes for this runtime, guys.
Yes.
You're right. Yeah, we got to drag this.
But it turns out in the end,
and then slowly he stabs her and stuff.
Yeah, we find out at the end that she was one of the townspeople that was going to leave because she wanted to go off and have like a budding Hollywood career, and they wouldn't let her leave because she knew the secret. So they killed her in the same way they kill everybody.
Was she the mother carrying the baby? I think it's the same.
I thought so. I thought it was.
Yeah. Because when they brought up that she looked familiar, that's instantly what I thought of. I thought of the mom of the baby, the floppy headed baby.
Yeah, floppy.
They probably ate
baby,
the baby.
Who I guess is now adopted. Either they ate the baby or the kid's been adopted by those crazy townspeople.
It's the other white meat.
Right. Well, I found funny after they watched the vampire film, right? So like the couple puts in the movie, they're checking it out, and afterward, Emery says, like, oh, this was really not a good production. First of all, it was in the daytime. Secondly, you can see his reflection in the mirrors.
It looked like a commercial. What? It looked like a really well commercial.
Bro. When I went into IMDb to get the synopsis for it, it said that it's a goof in the movie.
Is it a goof in the movie?
Apparently,
I don't know. It sounded pretty bland.
It's funny because he addresses it as if like vampires were real and shit. Like, yeah, he definitely wasn't a vampire because his reflection was still there and it was still
exactly.
That's funny.
And I'm from New York, and I know these things. For sure. That was funny.
Well, unless he was one of those Twilight vampires, then he'd just be glowing, right?
True. Yeah. Sparkly. Glittering. Yes. So at this point, like husband and wife are both ready to abandon their town and head back to New York or whatever, right? And I think
I just thought it was funny when sorry, there's a delay on my end. Oh no, I thought it was funny when Eli and Howard kidnapped that girl. The one who comes into
So what happens is like the
randomly just like get out.
Yeah.
Broad daylight.
The husband and wife go to the store together because the wife doesn't want to be home alone anymore after watching all this shit. So she's at work with them, going through his documents, checking up on their members. And then this woman comes in who says that she's just visiting from out of town. And like, she seems to be like the only normal person they have interaction with. And so she rents a non-violent movie. And she goes to get on like her 10 speed outside. And then, that's when the basement boys steal her from in front of the store in broad daylight with lots of people out on the street, and they throw her in their Jeep. And then like the Steve and his wife start following them. And I was like, they made it too obvious that like these guys aren't giving chase. Like they want them to like follow them, you know? Yeah. And sure enough, when they get to the house or wherever it was they were going, somebody said it. I don't know who it was. I think it was just bad dubbing. They're like, this doesn't concern you. But like nobody was in a rush to do it.
Right. I think it's holy shit, bro. So in the beginning of that chase, all right, I had a couple little notes on that. So the husband turns to his wife and is like, you lock up, I'll start the car. And I'm like, what? Like, okay, are you trying to get this girl? Or I don't know. Like, I don't know. Right. And then it's the slowest car chase you've ever seen in your entire life, like through a residential town. Like they're following all the laws, right?
I felt like someone was sitting in the back of a station wagon filming, and they're like, hold up.
Whoa. Yeah, for sure.
The only thing I could think of in that whole sequence was like, damn, the stabilization on that camcorder is fucking great, dude.
For a VHS camcorder, for sure. Holy shit. Yeah, and that line too, that this is none of your concern. And then I'm like, what are you guys fucking doing? And like, don't go in the house.
Like, what are you going to do?
Come on, get the fuck out of here.
I like the scene just before where they're like, the wife's telling Steve, like, hey, go call your old connections back in New York and see if they've ever heard of this movie. Because, like, he knows all the movies.
Right. He's the guy. But then, when they call, isn't it like a recording, and it's like Night of the Living Dead and the vampire title are playing together?
That's how deep this like conspiracy the town is, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, that was a cool note. I did like that. Yeah, so now I guess we make our way into the basement. We're at the basement tapes ourselves. So,
yeah, and this is where we find out that the girl who got abducted is in on it. She's got all the townspeople with her, and they're kind of like spilling the beans, right? In regards to, they're a town that, they got tired of swapping porn. Like they got tired of like swapping homemade porn with each other. So they started making snuff films and started trails. Like, damn, these guys are on like a whole nother level, man. That shit's crazy.
Right.
Don't even ask what to bring.
They'd be on like Rotten.com like 10 years after that. Not even 10 years, like 20 years after that.
E-Bombs World.
Or Best Gore.
Right. Yeah, man.
Ogreish.
And it all started with the devil's lettuce. Yep. A little swinging. Shit. Fuck.
That's where it always starts.
So, oh, fuck. Yeah. So they get in the basement. The whole, everything's revealed, and everybody has a different weapon, and they're ready to just like carve these two up. And, they start a chainsaw up, and it's the slowest, like, hands in front of the camera coming at their faces. And then, cut to the video store, and there's a sign out that says it's under new management. And now all of the tapes have been replaced with white boxes that have individuals' names on them with their like birth and death days. And I think there's a sign that said "Lifers Only," right?
Yeah.
They pan across that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The second one's hilarious, honestly. I don't know if you guys seen it.
No.
No, I haven't.
Not yet.
Watched it. All right. Well, we'll add it to the list. But yeah. So, and then the attendant now who's running the video store was the girl who was on the 10-speed bike, and she's keeping everything nice and clean and tidy. She's like our Pamela here at our store, and she keeps telling people, "Hey, go check out what's on the TV in the back. You'll like it." That she says that to a couple different people. They head to the back. They turn on the TV. Whatever the production company presents, and it's the killing of Steve and his wife, and it just kind of shows their slashed up bodies. And
Mr. and Mrs. Skullet.
Yeah, it's how it kind of takes us out with a skullet on display.
And there you go. That is video violence, man.
That's fucking video violence. Yeah,
Jeff Goldblum's first role. It was great.
Jeff Goldblum's parents.
His mom and dad, too.
Right. All of them were in there.
Wasn't his sister in there, too?
Sister.
I don't know.
Fuck. Well, we're good. We're going to call it done. So any wrap-up notes from anybody? Any final stuff you guys want to talk about?
It was cool.
Not for me.
Good watch.
Yeah.
I fucking love.
They don't make them like they used to.
100%, Matt. I love these movies like this, man. It's just they're so inspiring. I always say these types of movies like just kind of reinforce the fact that like I got $6. I can make something like that. You know what I mean? Like just to get some people around and like just have fun with it.
Nice.
It's inspiring.
Wonderful. Good shit. Well, hey, I don't know if you guys want to. I mean, Mikey and I can do this separately if you got a hard cutoff on time, but I would love to have another Mutant City Horror curated movie list. I didn't prepare you for that. So if you want to send it to me separately, I can add it in this week while I'm doing my editing and do like a do that by myself. But what do you?
Yeah, let's do it that way.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you had anything on the top of your head or if you wanted to do that. That'd be cool.
No, I was thinking about it this whole time, and I can't think of anything right now.
You're good. Yeah, so I typically finish up edit by, it's only fucking Monday, but I typically finish up edit by like Friday. If you guys can get me your list before Friday, then I can add in and do like a side bit. I also think I need to find a way to, kill off Mikey again. So I'll be working on that. And a few other things, a little commercial here and there.
I thought it'd be funny if you guys killed me.
Actually, you know what? Hey, maybe we could just have you guys Could you guys grab those knives off that table over there?
Which one? These ones? These
No,
dull?
Yeah.
These
You see the ones with
dull-
like the little skull handles?
Oh yeah.
The cult of Cthulhu is paying us big money right now. All right, ready? Everybody on three. We're just going to stab.
Wait,
no, we're going to stab the shit out of you.
Wait, John, why do you have one too?
Wow, good sound effect there. All right, wonderful. All right, cool. Thank you to the crew of Mutant City Horror for helping me kill off Mikey once again. I mean, not me, Candyman.
I'll remember you always, Mikey.
Holy shit. We'll remember you always. We'll bring you back next week, I promise. All right, cool. All right, friends. Don't forget, come on the podcast if you have a project that you want to promote. Shoot us an email at vhsdoom@gmail.com. Also, twerk till it fucking hurts, as always. And everything else that Mikey puts in here. Beep till you creep. Pickle them Ricks. Rest in peace, Harambe, you angelic bastard. And Ripley Gibbons, apparently. All right, let me play my outro, and y'all are free. Boom. All right, wonderful. Now, y'all didn't think I forgot your movies, did ya? Don't worry. We have a curated list sent over directly from Paul from Mutant City Horror. So here's the list for this week, guys. First, we have Bliss from 2019, directed by Joe Begos. We have Antlers from 2021, directed by Scott Cooper. The Monster Mash from 2022, directed by Kevin Losani. Sugar Hill from 1974, directed by Paul Maslansky. And lastly, for the kids and the family, we're going to do Batteries Not Included from 1987, directed by Matthew Robbins. And that, friends, is your curated movie list from Mutant City Horror. We just want to say another really big thank you to Paul, Matt, and Alan for coming on the show and having a great time with us. You guys rock. Hope you have a great week. Peace.